Hey everyone, it's Tara and Ashley and Shroud, and with possible guest appearances by Grizz and Jimbo. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it'd be fun to do a little interview, chit chat, bookish talk with my sister because we're both readers and I thought it'd be fun. And today is her last day here in Connecticut, so we have to do it today.
We didn't do it last time because we forgot.
We have some watermelon Moscato. This is bottle number 7.
Is that counting the vineyard?
No, it's not counting the vineyard. I just kicked the tripod. Because that's another 3. Well, okay, it's 3 or 4, but there was 2 other people, so
between 4 of us.
We'll call it between a bottle and a half and 2 more. But you'll see that probably at the end of my vlog. Anyways, so Ashley.
Yes.
Why do you think all of our family are readers?
Well, Mom really stressed the importance of reading. She also led by example. She always read a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She took us to the library a lot, where we grew
Free
up.
entertainment.
Which, it's great for 6 kids.
6 kids and not a lot of
and not a lot of
disposable
money.
income. Yeah.
So
Mom was always reading.
And there were times we didn't even have a television.
It's true. Mom was always reading, even if we were watching TV, she'd be reading on the couch while we were watching TV, which I've always said, I think contributed to why we are all readers, is because we just always saw her reading.
You know what they say, if you want your kids to read, you need to read. You need to lead by example. Same with eating vegetables,
right.
Exercising. Your kids will do what you do, not what you say.
Right. So, yeah, I would agree with that it is just something that we always saw. And her parents, our grandparents are also readers. Well, grandpa a little bit more than grandma, but so we're just a family of readers and we grew up seeing it around us. What is your earliest bookish memory?
Oh, we do have a video once of me looking at a picture book when I'm 1 year old and our middle sister Becca bouncing a basketball on my head.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently I was enthralled enough with the pictures in the book, I didn't mind a basketball being dropped on my head. Dad said, oh, well, you weren't crying, so I figured you were fine.
Right. But what about memory?
For memory, I do remember Mom reading to Becca and I in that pink room in Burke Burnett.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's probably my earliest.
We had a bubblegum pink bedroom that the 3 of us shared. Bubblegum.
It was
pink.
Bright pink.
I picked it out. I was in 3rd or 4th grade.
I was about 4 in Burke because I hadn't started kindergarten yet.
Yeah.
So
it was the second time we lived in that house.
So you were 9 or 10.
Yeah, so I was in 4th or 5th grade, and I thought a pink bedroom would be cool. Now I have a slightly mauve bedroom, and I hate it, so my tastes have changed. Yeah.
Maybe a pale pink would be okay, but
this was bubblegum pink.
It was.
I think my earliest clear bookish memory. I mean, I have a few. I remember reading to the camcorder so that Dad could send videos to his parents.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
It's cold.
I remember that. I also remember winning reading prizes in elementary school for
I remember AR points.
Well, there was AR points, but there was also summer reading programs. I don't know if you've seen the meme that goes around that's you can tell that some adults didn't read to earn a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut in the summer, things like that. I remember one of the prizes that I won was I got to pick out a book. I think I've mentioned this on my channel before. I got to pick out a book to add to the Burke Burnett library, and I chose a Hank the Cowdog book. I don't remember which Hank the Cowdog book, but I know I chose a Hank the Cowdog book. And John thought that Hank the Cowdog was like a fiction, like not, okay, it is fictional, but like not a real like book series. He's like, no, that's just a Texas thing. And then I found Hank the Cowdog in our public library in this town, and I was like, not a Texas thing.
See, I was a big fan of Spot books.
Oh yeah,
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah, she loved Clifford the Big Red Dog. That's what I was gonna. That was gonna be one of my questions. Is what were some of your like favorite books as a kid? I remember you guys did love Spot. We had a lot of Clifford. I was a Berenstain Bears fan.
Oh yeah, the Berenstain Bears.
And like the Little Critter. When I was like a kid.
And the Frog and Toad.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
So those are like some popular picture books. Do you remember the like alphabet books that we had? It was like. I can like sort of picture them. If I can find a picture, I'll like put it in here. I
can't remember.
It was like my A book, my B book.
I mean, that definitely sounds like something we would have had, but
yeah.
Most of the books I remember are like the Little House on the Prairie picture books.
Yeah,
I remember those.
What else did? Oh, so like, what about like middle school? Or like chapter books.
Chapter books, of course, Magic Tree House.
Yep.
There was also the Babysitter Club. We read the Babysitter Club.
See, I felt like I was a big Babysitters Club person, and I think because of that, because I was 5 years older than you, and well, I am, not was, I still am 5 years older than you and Becca. Like
aging didn't stop.
No. You guys, I know that Becca read like the Karen, like the babysitter little sisters. A little bit younger.
Oh, and the Full House series.
Yes, the Full House series. I think I've talked about those too, so I'll put a picture of those out. I was a fan of the Stephanie ones. I think Becca also had the Michelle, some of the Michelle ones, but I read the Stephanie ones.
Yeah, we had those.
Becca really liked Junie B. Jones. Were you a Junie B. Jones?
Yeah, I did. I wasn't as big of a Junie B. Jones fan as she was, but we definitely read those. I think we also read the Mary-Kate and Ashley books.
And I did like the American Girl.
So 90s.
Yeah. I did American Girl. I did a little bit of the like Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys. I did Boxcar Children. But you guys, I think, read a lot of the stuff that I read just because we had it.
We had them around the house, yeah.
Okay, so what is your preferred genre now?
Let's see. I read a lot of just like literary fiction.
I don't like literary fiction that much.
You'll see that, but I have a book.
Oh yeah, I'll put her book talk down below because I do not have a TikTok book talk. I'm too old for that shit.
And of course, cozies. That's all I've read this week is cozies.
Yeah, I've got her on the cozy train. Yeah. See, like I would normally say like historical fiction, or like
I read just history books. A lot.
But like lately, I've been really into the cozies as well. They're just so easy to read. Just so
relaxing. It makes me just. I've read so many this week that I'm just half tempted to move to a small town and start a business and quit my tech job. Just no more computers, just small shops.
Yeah. So okay, out of the cozies that you've read, do you have any favorites?
I think Sloane Krause is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this one, the Port Danby series that I just started this week.
Yeah, I started. I said to her, the Port Danby books, as I've said here numerous times, they're like around 200 pages, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but they're just really quick and easy. And so she's on book 3 right now. So she's read other cozies as well, but also books 1 and 2 in the Port Danby series.
And I do read the Hannah Swenson series. Just Hannah annoys me sometimes.
I think now for me, like Hannah Swenson, other than like, okay, I read the, because Mom also read it's Diane Mott Davidson, it's like the Goldie Bear mysteries. That was probably my first exposure to like full like cozy mysteries, not like Mary Higgins Clark. Mom also read the like Cat Who books.
I was about to say, I remember seeing the Cat Who books a lot.
But like I feel like Diane Mott Davidson's Goldie Bear series was like the first cozy mystery that I like kind of got into, but then it was Hannah Swinson, and so Hannah Swinson like kind of became my like favorite just because it was like I read it one summer during like college. I don't know if I got through all of them, but
well, they're still coming out.
Well, yeah. So now it's just I like reread them, and it kind of like got me back into cozies. But now it's just like I'm this many books in, like
might as well keep going.
I'm like, yeah, I have to finish it. But yeah, I think Sloane Krause is definitely like up there as one of my favorites. I really like the Bake Shop Mystery Series, which I don't own any of those, so I can't let Ashley borrow them. But
I live a block away from a library.
Yeah. So like it's so hard for me to say which one I prefer, Sloane Krause or the Bake Shop, because if there were more Sloane Krause books that I could keep binging, like right now I've been able to binge the Bake Shop Mystery Series, so that's kind of been my go-to. But I also the literary pub, which I think I showed you the first one on my shelf of that. They're just all so good. They're just all so good. Even like bad cozies, even like bad cozies, I still give like 3 stars because they're
cozy.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What was I going to ask? I don't remember. Favorite book of all time?
Probably Little Women. There's a lot of family.
That's a family favorite. That's probably what I would say mine is too. What is like your favorite bookish snack? Like when you're reading, what are you snacking on?
I'll often just make some popcorn because it's something, one, like unlike chips, I don't have to worry about like getting cheese dust or something on the pages. It's something I don't have to like use a fork or anything with. Cheez-Its, I'll do Cheez-Its sometimes.
Oh, sorry, that was backwards. This is a box of Cheez-Its.
So just something, we're both salty snackers. That's also apparently a family thing. So something salty that I don't have to worry about making a mess.
Yeah, I tend to do like Cheez-Its, or again, I mean, I'll do chips, but then you do have to be really careful about what type of chip. We ate through, well, we were doing that more while watching stuff, but we ate through 2 bags of Doritos, and oh, let me just tell you, the Flamin' Hot Doritos are like quite possibly the hottest chip I've ever eaten. They are like, they're so good, but like really spicy. Really spicy. Okay, what do you drink while reading? Other than water.
Yeah, I'm like, well, water's the obvious one. It depends. Some days it's coffee, depending like on weekends when I'm not reading at night. In the evenings, sometimes tea. I drink a lot of tea, but I also will drink like wine if I have. It depends on the night.
Yeah, I think mine are, I drink a lot of coffee even at night if I want something warm, or wine. That's basically, those are like the 3 things I drink anyways. Water, wine, and coffee. That's pretty much like all I drink. So
yeah, I think Grandpa and I are the only ones who drink tea.
What do you prefer? Hardback, paperback, and if it's paperback to read, okay, yeah, because I know there's a difference, like especially like John and I have said this.
Aesthetics and
yes, when you are reading, do you prefer hardback or paperback?
Paperback because they're lighter, so I can kind of change.
When you say paperback, do you mean like, do you prefer like the mass market paperback, the smaller ones, or like the like larger paperbacks?
Mass market, again, I like the convenience. Sometimes I will read in my little pop-up bathtub because my apartment doesn't have a bathtub, so I've got a pop-up one from Amazon. And like curling up on the couch, they're just nice and light. And also my cat's less likely to bite it when she wants attention.
So many people are like against mass market paperbacks, and I think they're very convenient for like reading. And then they're like a lot, and like especially with cozies, a lot of cozies only come out in mass market paperbacks.
And considering I get most of my books from thrift stores or used bookstores, so where I'm at, if you're in Utah, I go to DI, Savers, but most of my books come from like Pioneer Books or the Paperback Book Exchange in Spanish Fork.
Yeah. So DI is very similar to a Goodwill. It's like Utah. I think they're in Idaho.
They're also in Vegas.
Okay.
So Deseret Industries.
Yeah, it's a Goodwill.
It's a Mormon Goodwill.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, see, I love the way hardbacks look on my shelves.
They're not as convenient to read.
No.
So I have nothing against hardbacks. I still, of course, buy them.
And I've said this on my channel too. Like, I'm not too particular, especially because I also try and get a lot of my books used. So if it's a book I want to read, I will get it in pretty much any form.
I also live pretty close to a Barnes & Noble, so I have been picking up more books from there.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem. I got a raise, but all my money's just going to books now. It's not going very far. Not much of a raise when you just spend all of your extra money on
books.
On books.
Yeah, okay. And do you frequent your library often?
I should, but I don't. Part of, like, when we were younger, I went all the time. And when I was in school, I went all the time. But as an adult, I often will start reading a book, then get distracted and just forget about it for a little while. So I'm kind of afraid that I will just have to frequently keep on remembering to recheck them out. So until I'm reading more consistently, because I don't know about the rest of you, but with college, I graduated just like 3 years ago. And I was so busy, I didn't really have time to read for pleasure. I worked full-time while going to school full-time. And I'm trying to get back into reading consistently.
Yeah. No, I was always reading something, but yeah, in college, I would basically just read during the summers or like breaks and stuff. I didn't read.
Yeah, it would be like a book a month outside of what I had to read for class because there's just not
and
time.
Ashley was an English major, so she did a lot of reading. I have a minor in English, and my major is in American Studies, which is a lot of history and English classes. So when you have a lot of assigned reading to do, and it's not like assigned textbook reading, it's like assigned like literature.
Well, I wasn't a lit major though. I was a writing major.
That's true.
Which means I got a lot of technical texts I had to read, which are very, very dense. So I was given like Nietzsche to read.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm feeling my sunburn. Yeah, well, any other questions that you can think of?
I've covered favorite genres and early reading memories. If you had to describe yourself as a literary genre, what would it be?
How to describe myself?
If you had to assign yourself, your life, your personality, a literary genre.
I don't know. I would probably be something like rom-com-y, but like if Marshall and Lily were a
book?
A book. Marshall and Lily from How I Met Your Mother. I don't know, because I'm pretty like boring. Like we don't do a lot.
So, like slice of life.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, like a slice of life. Like, I think that, like, and I like reading those. I think Chloe and I have talked about this in, like, videos or, like, maybe not in videos, maybe just in, like, messages, that a lot of, like, if we could, like, create a, like, genre or there was more representation of, it would be, like, you get a lot of, books about like the romance and like up until marriage, or you get a lot of like books about like, oh, this marriage is like failing, but like there's not a lot of books that are like, okay, here's like this average family, this average like mom, dad, like perfectly happy, like so if that was a genre, that would probably be us. Otherwise, something really boring and not interesting to read. Yeah. What about you?
I would probably be So if you took a Hallmark movie and you just took the first half of it before they actually like
go to
the small
it's so
town.
funny. She was like, oh, I'm like this tech person out visiting my sister in like a quaint New England town. She was basically like, other than the fact that we didn't really encounter any like single men.
I'm like, yep, this is the setup for a Hallmark movie. I'm a single woman working in tech.
Mm-hmm.
Too busy for romance, about to go and visit my sister and her family in a small, quaint and quiet New England town.
We say as a siren
As
literally
a siren.
drives by because I live close to a fire station.
Like, great timing.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
So, yeah, I would probably be like that girl boss.
Yeah. Well, this is a 21-minute long video, so we're going to cut this.
We'll maybe do a clip later, just lining up all the wine bottles.
Well, that's going to be part of the vlog. This is different. So yeah, we will let us know some of the answers down below to these same questions. Like I said, Ashley's TikTok, I will link or put her handle. I don't know what the term is for TikTok.
Just the handle, username.
Whatever.
I believe A. Flowers.
Because I don't use that particular platform. Yeah, but that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading.
Bye.